If there's one thing I've learned in my years here, once you change the rules and surrender the Senate's institutional power, you never get it back. Isn't what really is going on here? The majority doesn't want to hear what others have to say.
They want, because they can't get their way on every judge, to change the rules in midstream, to wash away 200 years of history. They want to make this country into a banana republic, where if you don't get your way, you change the rules. Are we going to let them? No! It'll be a doomsday for democracy if we do.
But if the right of free and open debate is taken away from the minority party and the millions of Americans who ask us to be their voice, I fear that the already partisan atmosphere in Washington will be poisoned to the point where no one will be able to agree on anything.
What about that nuclear option doing away with the filibuster?
Well, I can tell you that would be the end of the Senate as it was originally devised and created going back to our founding fathers. We have to acknowledge a respect for the minority, and that is what the Senate tries to do in its composition and in its procedure.
I hope the Republican leader and I can, in the coming months, find a way to build a firewall around the legislative filibuster, which is the most important distinction between the Senate and the House. Without the 60-vote threshold for legislation, the Senate becomes a majoritarian institution like the House, much more subject to the winds of short-term electoral change. No senator would like to see this happen, so let's find a way to further protect the 60-vote rule for legislation.
All four of you signed this letter back in 2017 saying you would oppose changes to the filibuster, that it was important to protect minorities' right to input and all this. I know this feels clearly important, but I just came from a Republican press conference where they called all of you hypocrites for changing your view on that, and I'm curious what you say to that.
My quick answer is because this is about democracy, not about policy. I answered that in my remarks.
And let me say that as somebody who signed that at the time, we were not where we are today. We're in terms of this continual abuse, really the tyranny of the minority using the filibuster.
What has changed is two words: Donald Trump.
I pray God when the Democrats take back control, we don't make the kind of naked power grab you are doing, but I'm afraid you will teach my new colleagues the wrong lesson.
Today, I'm making it clear, to protect our democracy, I support changing the Senate rules, whichever way they need to be changed to prevent a minority of senators from blocking action on voting rights. Joe Brandon, I agree.